morning! It's Real Estate Tips Tuesday, and this week's tip, we're going to be talking about first-time home buying. Now, you've gone through the process, the stressful and disheartening process of finding that special home in a seller's market, which can be super frustrating because chances are you've lost several of the homes that you love. But if you don't have a good real estate agent and they don't set you up, or even family and friends that don't set you up with the right tools to succeed, being a first-time homeowner can be frustrating, timely, and cost lots of money in mistakes. So this video, we're going to talk about the 7 basic mistakes that first-time home buyers make. Number 1, calling the wrong repair person for the job that you need done. This can cause lots of time and money to be wasted if you don't understand the problem that you're facing. So you really want to make sure that you're researching the situation and not just getting a handyman that might not actually be able to fix the problem, or fixes the problem not 100% correctly, and it causes you more issues down the road. Number 2, blindly hiring contractors. You don't just want to open up the internet and point to somebody that comes to the top of the list. You want to make sure that you do your research and specifically get recommendations from family, friends, your realtor, or perhaps even the neighbors around you. You always hear horror stories of people who hire a contractor, pay them some money up front, and then they never finish the job or disappear. This has happened to me personally, and it has happened to lots of other people. And you just never know, even when your contractor possibly does a job for you in the beginning, like they did for us. They did a wonderful job on one of our rental homes, and then when we hired them to do another job, it went really bad. So you want to make sure that you have a really good contractor and a referral with lots of glowing remarks about their work. Number 3, not budgeting for new expenses. Being a homeowner, there are all sorts of different things that you need to look out for. Home insurance, property taxes, different types of utilities like water, lawn maintenance, and homeowners associations. So you want to make sure that you have an understanding of all these new expenses and that you're budgeting for them. Just because you can get a loan for a home doesn't mean that you can keep up with all the monthly expenses that come along with owning a home. So you want to make sure that you do the research, and sometimes you can even ask the seller if they would be willing to give you some information about the utilities that they use, so that you can kind of get an understanding of how much it might cost you. Number 4, ignoring routine maintenance. There is always something every month that you need to be paying attention to so that things don't accumulate into bigger problems later. A lot of stuff comes along with seasonal changes, so you need to make sure that perhaps you're cleaning out your gutters so that you don't have overflow in your gutters and downspouts. And other things is like lawn maintenance. You want to make sure that you're keeping up with your lawn even in the winter time. So you want to make sure that you understand some of the monthly preventative maintenance items that come along with owning a home. Not to mention stuff that's inside the home, such as your appliances or your water heater or your furnace. You want to make sure that you are taking out the filters and replacing those to make sure that you're getting the best quality use out of those types of items. Number 5, making home improvements too soon. When you first buy your house and you get moved in, you're super excited to start buying all these new furnishings, and you want to upgrade all sorts of stuff, maybe even possibly do remodels. But some advice is to maybe just wait about 6 months, because this way you will understand how you use these new spaces and the furnishings that can go inside them. Because perhaps the stuff that you want to buy, such as that new sofa, might not function very well in the space that you have, or that remodel that you might want to do in a certain area might not be very functional in your everyday life. So what you want to do is to make sure that you understand what types of spaces you have and the furnishings and decor and remodels that would work best for you in the long run. Number 6, this is a big one for Colorado residents. This is to not winterize your home. If you don't winterize your home, you could have lots of problems during the season and even possibly into the spring. Certain things such as winterizing your sprinkler system if you have one, make sure that you blow out the water so that it doesn't crack the pipes and break them. So when springtime comes, they're not functional and you have to replace lots of stuff. And also getting more insulation into your home for better heating purposes. And number 7, if you're buying with a partner, you don't want to assume that you and your partner have the same ideas for your home. So the best thing to do here to avoid conflicts is to make sure that you communicate all of your interests of the home, such as your decor ideas, maybe even remodeling. You want to make sure that both people are on the same page when it comes to doing these types of things. Chances are you have lived with the person before and you kind of understand their decor ideas, but if you were renters, you didn't have a whole lot of liberty with what you can do with the space. So when you become a first-time home buyer, you have all sorts of things that you can do to your own home because it's yours. So make sure that you are communicating with your partner or your spouse in this endeavor of redecorating and making your house a home. If you have any questions about any of the topics that we talked about today, or if you have any other real estate related questions, please contact me through any of my social pages. And if you enjoyed this video, please press the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell notification button so that you can get these great videos into your email box every week. And until next week, have a wonderful rest of your week.